So the one and only piece of equipment that all architect students and all architects need is... So before we dive into the video, I've noticed that only 30% of you guys that watch the videos have subscribed. So I'd appreciate if you go hit that subscribe button, smash on the button, and enjoy the video. Good afternoon, ladies and gents, welcome back to a brand new video. If you'd watched my previous video, you'd understand that my university has stopped teaching, which means that I'm now back at home, back in Nottingham, obviously carrying on my architectural projects back at home. So that means that I need to head to Hobbycraft today to get as many materials as possible, because obviously we don't know if we're going to go into complete lockdown, and if we are, I need to be prepared. I need the materials there ready, so I can just carry on working as normal. So the first thing we're going to do today, head to Hobbycraft and grab some supplies. Done, quick little shop. I didn't really need to buy too much, to be honest, because I've pretty much got all of my supplies in terms of like pens, rulers, masking tape, that kind of thing. I think tracing paper is probably the most important thing in my life at the moment. I seem to be buying loads of it, and that is just because I like getting my ideas down on trace. I posted a picture on Instagram the other day talking about the importance of turning thoughts into ideas, and you can do that with just a pen and a piece of tracing paper and just kind of scribble ideas out, etc. Perfect, thank you very much. Thank you, have a nice day. Cheers. Coffee! Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Take me home with you. Change my taste in you. I'm involved, it made me ride with you. I'm dying on the moon.
Couldn't stay there. So coffee is probably at the top of the tree. Coffee is probably the most important thing to get us architects and architect students through the course, through our careers, because obviously it is a stressful course and we need coffee, and coffee is life. But apart from coffee, this is the equipment that I will be using during my time at home, working towards my kind of final submissions, because obviously I don't think I'll be going back to uni anytime soon. So this is all the equipment that I'll be using. For me, it's all about going back to the basics, making things as simple as possible. I feel like obviously architecture has gone very digitally. Obviously computers are very efficient, they save you a lot of time, they're very accurate, they're obviously absolutely amazing in terms of producing some kind of building or whatever, but I feel like these things, these devices, computers, definitely limit us from exploring ideas, developing concepts. And obviously the most important part of a project is the idea, is the concept, is the initial, excuse me, I'm trying to vlog. Obviously the most important part of any kind of project is the idea, is the concept, is the initial sketches and everything. And that's why I think tracing paper is the most important component or piece of equipment for all architect students and all architects, because this stuff you can, like I mentioned in my post on Instagram, like I mentioned earlier on, I'm going to kind of elaborate on that. Tracing paper allows you to turn thoughts into ideas, and I feel like that is really, really important, because personally for me as an architecture student and just a creative person in general, I find it really hard to turn thoughts into kind of like ideas and getting my thoughts from up here down onto paper. And that is one of the things that causes me to procrastinate. It's one of the things that holds me back a lot. And if we try and do the initial design stages and sketches and stuff on the computer, you're going to severely hinder your projects, your concepts and that kind of thing. So this is why recently I've completely wiped my computer. I'm not going on my computer unless I'm starting to actually design, and all my ideas, my concepts, my thoughts are all going onto paper. And personally for me, I've really started to turn thoughts into ideas, and really exploring so many more concepts and ideas than I would normally if I was to sit on my computer. Because computer is obviously amazing, it does everything for you, however obviously it's a little bit different to having a pen and a bit of tracing paper to obviously having a computer where you can just be freehand, do what you want. So yeah, I think tracing paper is the only thing architects need, obviously apart from the coffee. The coffee is probably the only thing architects need. Where are we? We're at Grandad's. Come on. Dropping food off at the Grandad's. Okay, so we've just done some M&S shopping for the grandparents. I just dropped it off at Grandad's house. It's really, really weird that we have to stay like a distance away from my grandparents, which is strange. So I literally just put the food on the doorstep, left Oscar there, and he just ran in, and then we had a conversation from a distance, which was weird. And we're also heading to Birmingham now because I need to collect all my models and everything from the university itself. So I've got loads of models and everything from my interim review that I put in cupboards, and I don't want the uni to completely close down and then I obviously won't have access to the models. I won't be able to take pictures for them, my portfolio and that kind of thing. So I'm going to grab them today just in case, so I can take photos and everything and get that all sorted for my portfolio. But yeah, really strange times, really weird. It's so quiet. It's really, really strange. It's like a ghost town. There's like no one in uni at all. It's empty, absolutely empty. Anyway, we're here to find the models. I believe they're in this cupboard here. You can't see them. Up there, bingo. And that, ladies and gents, is going to be a wrap on today's video. So today is Saturday and I've had a really stressful day moving everything out of my university house all the way back home into Nottingham, and I've now got a brand new architecture setup which I'm going to show you guys in the next few videos, so stay tuned for that. Also on Monday I get my dissertation grades, and obviously you guys have seen me write my dissertation, submit my dissertation, and I think it would be a good idea if I was to open my dissertation grades on camera to kind of finish that story. So if you guys want me to do that, like this video, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, thank you as always for watching the video, guys. Like I mentioned earlier on in the video, only 30% of you guys that watch the videos are subscribed, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel, kind of gets me out there to more people. So yeah, thank you as always for watching the video, guys. Make sure you smash on the button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.